Welcome in today's lesson with your veteran teacher, the Enzymes graduate teacher. In today's lesson, we are looking at a question which came in biology paper 2, which was question 2, under enzymes. So it was saying figure 2.0 shows a graph showing the effect of temperature on an enzyme catalyzed the reaction. So it was showing rate of reaction this side. Here it was showing temperature as the temperature was increasing. Here the rate of the reaction was showing as it was increasing. So now the first question was saying what is an enzyme? It was 2 marks. So you can say an enzyme is a biological catalyst. You say catalyst that speeds up a chemical reaction. Without being used up. You say without being used up. So you can say an enzyme is a biological catalyst that speeds up a chemical reaction without being used up. So now the second question was saying what is the optimum temperature of the enzyme reaction shown in the graph in figure 2.0. So what is the optimum temperature? So what we understand, the optimum temperature, it is a point at which the enzymes work the best. So here where there's a line here, at the highest point here, we can say that's the optimum temperature. So now, according to this graph, it was 35, here it was somewhere here. So like here we can say here is 37 on the middle. So when you look at here, 35 to 37, half, if we say 36, 37, 38, 39. So that means when you say here 37, here it can be 38. So that means here it was only 37. It was 30. When you try to say on the middle is 37, it won't make sense. So you can, if we say 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So here, most in the exam, you can even say 36 or 37. So the answer here, we're going to write 37. So 37 degrees Celsius. So now the question was saying the next question was saying at what temperature in figure 2 is the enzyme completely denatured? So we are going to say at 60 degrees. 60 degrees, complete denatured here. It came down here some. It was going down until it reached 0 here. So what we need to understand is that at 60 degrees Celsius, the graph reaches 0. That's why it reaches the graph 0, showing the enzyme has stopped working completely here. So we are going to say 60 degrees Celsius. Give a reason for your answer in B1 here, why we have chosen the 60 degrees. So we are going to say, because the rate of reaction is 0. That's why we have said at 60 degrees. So here when you look at the rate of reaction, it went at 0. The rate of reaction here, it was more increasing, but when it reached 0 somewhere here at 60. So the moment it reached at 0, that means you know that the enzyme is completely denatured. So now, C1 was saying, explain why is it important to measure the body temperature when a person is sick. Why is it important? Why do you think the nurses, they usually do that when you go at the clinic? We say, so what we are going to say is that to detect so you can say that to detect whether the person has fever. So to say, to detect whether the person has fever. So you say to the handy. So when you say and help doctors, you say help doctors. So and help doctors decide on the correct treatments, and helps doctors to decide the correct treatment. So that's the reason, to detect whether the person has fever and help doctors to decide the correct treatment. So the last question was saying, propose 2 ways the body temperature of a sick person can be brought down to normal. So we can say give fever reducing medicine. So the first one, we can say give fever reducing medicine. Medicine. Example, paracetamol. Is what it does, paracetamol. So now, so the other one, you can say keep the person in the cool environment. You can say keep the person in a cool environment, or sponge the body with cool water. You can say sponge the body with cool water, or keep the person in a cool environment. So now, thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to follow if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe for more lesson. You must always remember that the undergraduate teachers who are learning never stop.